Welcome to the Figure Fit Lifestyle Coaching Podcast. I'm your host, Liz Nierzwicki, international best-selling author of the book Happy, Healthy, Fit, founder and owner of Solace Yoga Studio, Solace Yoga School, and Figure Fit, the worldwide online personal training program. I'm a single mom, Paleo Fit Score female champion for 2014. I am a self and soul love expert, entrepreneur at heart, a visionary and a futurist. I'm also a mentor. I am so grateful that you are here. Each week, I'll bring you a special guest or an inspirational tip that will help you break old patterns, find that inner motivation that will help you take action towards creating the life of your dreams. You didn't come here to play small and watch others live amazing lives. No, you are divine, my godly friend. The universe wants to shower you with an amazing life filled with happiness and soulful connections. Are you ready? Let's go.
Welcome to the Figure Fit Podcast, where we discuss fitness, paleo nutrition, yoga, meditation, spirituality, and other ways to have a happy, peaceful, and abundant life. And here's your host, Liz Nierzwicki.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Thanks so much for being here with me today. So today I wanted to talk to you about dehydration and what are some of the causes of it? What does it look like? And how to know if you have it. So the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because I am interested in really making Figure Fit has been, it's kind of some people are like, well, what exactly do you talk about? And is it all fitness? And I'm like, oh gosh, if you only knew me, I'm so spiritual and I talk about that all of the time. And what I'm thinking about doing is starting a different podcast. And that one will be a little bit more geared towards spirituality and up-leveling your life and your happiness. So I am not exactly sure yet. I might just leave it all here. I would love to get your guys' feedback on that. But right now, over the next couple of weeks, what I'm really going to be doing is focusing on some fitness stuff and some nutritional stuff. One of the core basic things for me that I've always really loved is nutrition science. And I love knowing about micronutrients. Obviously, macronutrients are one of the things that, fitness people are often just counting, and they're not necessarily caring about the micronutrients. Like, have you ever heard if it fits your macros? That means if it fits your macros, eat it, no matter what it is. And that is awful. It's like the worst thing that you can possibly do, because what are you doing about your micronutrients? The micronutrients are what's important. That's where your health comes from. That's where the true power in the ingredients that you're eating is coming from. And we need all of our vitamins, we need our minerals, and that comes in the micronutrients. So I wanted to talk to you today about, first and foremost, dehydration, because I know it's summertime and there could be a lot of you who might be experiencing this. Maybe you don't even know you're experiencing it. Maybe there's some mild dehydration happening in your body, and you aren't exactly sure if you have that or not. And so I wanted to talk to you about this because I myself have dealt with dehydration over the last 6 months twice. It was pretty bad, both episodes, and it was all because I was not drinking enough water and I was drinking too much coffee. The way that I eat is I do a special type of lifestyle. I have the Figure Fit diet, the foods that I eat off of the Figure Fit menu, and I also do intermittent fasting, and I also have what I call the Figure Fit coffee. And many of you have probably heard of bulletproof coffee. It's very similar to that. I just do a couple different hacks in my own Figure Fit blend because I have, I just think I have some other things that I do. So if you're in my community, you definitely have already seen my Figure Fit coffee recipe, and I just put some extra things in there just to kind of change it up a little bit. And also to really help you get into a fat burning mode in the morning. Instead of burning sugars, you get into burning stored body fat. So that's one of the things that I do. Now, what I was doing is bulletproof coffee or the Figure Fit coffee in the morning and having a second cup. And then I would work and I wouldn't eat for a while, usually until like 2 or 3 o'clock. And then I would, in the afternoon, have another cup. And what I wasn't doing, which was really bad, I was not getting the vitamins and minerals that I needed during the daytime. If I was going to be doing the coffee, I need to supplement. And I have vitamins and minerals that I'm taking, but I wasn't taking enough of the right ones. Okay. So this happened to me once about 6 months ago. And I was like, I'm drinking an awful lot of coffee. And I'm not eating, and I'm not drinking enough water. I guarantee that's what this is. The exact same thing happened to me again about a couple weeks ago. So I was like, yeah, all right, I've got to make some serious changes. And I'm one of those people who looks at my lifestyle every month and was like, okay, what can you change? What's working? What's not working? And I actually have a reminder on my phone to do this. And so my change back in, 6 months ago wasn't big enough. I was like, okay, I'll just do this every other day and I'll do this on this day. And so I just decided to make a couple of changes. And so then this time I was like, all right, I really got to make some changes. What I'm going to do is in the afternoon, I'll still have my coffee. I'm going to have one cup, period, end of story in the morning, and have more water. And you guys, I used to have on my phone reminders to drink water because when I get going in my work, I can get lost and I can just forget to go eat, forget to go drink. I just get into my work and I just totally forget. So I used to have reminders that would pop up and say, hey, go hydrate. And I got rid of those because I was like, yeah, I'm doing a really good job with this. And clearly I wasn't. So I put those back on my phone. And the other thing that I did was decide to make some key changes because I know that the best way for us to get our nutrients is by food itself. Good, high quality, non-genetically modified, good paleo foods that are real, foods that are organic, that are really dense in nutrients, like sweet potatoes and kale and all of the vegetables and like sweet potatoes. Those are like a magical food. They have so many nutrients and so many vitamins and so many minerals, and they're just so good for you. And so what I did is I was like, I'm going to have to just really do some targeted nutrition for myself right now because I realized that what I was doing wasn't varying enough and I definitely was not having enough water. So here's what I was doing: 2 cups in the morning and then 2 in the afternoon. And that's it. So half of my day, you guys, was filled with coffee and water, not enough water. So coffee. And as a fitness person and as somebody who's a high performance person who's working and talking and interviewing people, I was off. My brain wasn't right. I was getting that afternoon slump. And so I was having a coffee instead of, and for a while I was like, is this adrenal fatigue? That was the last time I thought that. And it wasn't. And it was just like, all right, you're just dehydrated. Just drink more, cut out the coffee, and start implementing some new nutrition for your body. And honestly, that's what this one really was like, a big smack upside my head to say, Liz, come on, just get some good nutrients in your body. So what I did is I went on to my favorite online store, and that is thrivemarket.com. Have you guys heard of it? If you haven't, it is like a Costco mixed with a Whole Foods. It's a membership site. The membership is really low, and you're getting, so at Costco, you're saving money, right? Because of that particular membership, you're getting wholesale pricing pretty much. And so the thing about thrivemarket.com, I heard this once, it's like if Whole Foods got married to Costco, they would have a baby and it would be named thrivemarket.com. And I was like, oh, that is so good, because it's so true, because I love Costco. I'm sure you guys do. I love Whole Foods. And I just recently was there with a friend of mine, and he got so hooked on Whole Foods. He's like, oh my gosh, it's incredible here. And I said, well, here's what's incredible, that the stuff that you can get at Whole Foods, you can get at thrivemarket.com for 25 to 50% off what you can get it at Whole Foods. And obviously Whole Foods is going to mark up their prices. And the products that they have that are non-perishable, so the things like kale or milk and butter and cheese and all the food, the real food. That's why I go there, to get real food. There's things there, though, that you can buy, such as olive oils, crackers, non-perishable items, essential oils, probiotics. I bought my son some non-GMO, gluten-free waffle and pancake mix. And he has not had waffles and pancakes for so long because I will not buy anything. And I forget to go down that aisle at Whole Foods. So that kid has not had pancakes in so long. And I feel bad, and I was like, that was the first thing that I went on there. And I was like, oh, I got to get him some of this because he wants it, So here's the thing. When you have these ideas of like, when you were a kid, maybe you had pancakes and waffles all the time. So my son, he's so good. He'll eat what I put in front of him, and he's never really complained. But the thing about it is, some people do complain. They're like, oh, it's different. I make paleo pancakes with 2 ingredients, a banana and eggs, and those are perfectly good for me. And because they're different for some people in texture and the way that they look, some people are like, they're different, so I'm not going to eat them. Well, you can get, products at thrivemarket.com or Whole Foods that make a pancake that look like a pancake, right? And so you're not really like, people aren't freaking out. Like if your kid has friends over and they're like, what the heck is this? Then your child won't be, they won't be embarrassed because mom and dad are making weird pancakes. So anyways, a little sidebar on that one. But you guys, the thing about it is, here is the reason why their pricing is so different. It's because they have worked with the actual brands. They cut out the middlemen who, that's the reason why there has to be markup in grocery stores. There has to be markup because these stores like Whole Foods or whatever local shopping center you have, they need to make money. So there's margin. And thrivemarket.com, they completely cut out the middleman. They cut out the markup. So you're getting the prices at wholesale prices. And those prices can be anywhere from 25 to 50% off what you're going to find at other retailers like Whole Foods and sometimes even Meijer, sometimes even Walmart. And, Walmart will have certain prices or products. Target will. Not obviously like Whole Foods, not as big of a selection on non-GMO, organic, and, all of the things that are BPA free. Chances are you can find that at some of those places, but when you're going to Whole Foods that's what you're getting across the board. So that's one of the reasons why I shop at Whole Foods. But the thing is, I shop at Thrive Market to save money, to save time. So I love this website because I literally save probably $100 every single time I go on there by buying. I know exactly what I'm going to buy when I go on there, and I know the prices at Whole Foods and I know the prices at Thrive. And Thrive is always way less expensive. So this last time that I shopped at Thrive, I saved $95 on 10 items, you guys. $95? That's a lot of money. That's a pair of shoes. That's 2 pairs of shoes. That's, for some people, that's 5 pairs of shoes. Depends on where you're getting the shoes from. And so the business model is just that they cut out the middleman so that they can pass on these prices to you. And one of the things that I love about Thrive is that they give 1 membership away to a low-income family or a veteran or a teacher. So all of us are making healthy living possible for everyone, because oftentimes, you'll hear people say, well, eating healthy is really expensive. And one of the ways that Thrive Market has strived to do this is that they give back to low-income veterans, teachers, and it's for every single membership that is sold through Thrive Market, one is also given away. And I just think that that is phenomenal. I know that one of the co-founders, when he was younger, he wasn't able to get access to good quality food. So this is really close to his heart, and this mission to really provide the best top quality foods at affordable prices to everyone, not just us, not just the people who get the membership and are buying the foods, but to people across the board. And so really making affordable, healthy, organic eating possible. And for me, like I said a little bit ago, I'm busy. I need to be able to save time, and I need to be able to save money. I'm the sole provider in my family. I have a house, I have car payments, I have cell bill. My son is 14. He's going into high school. He wants shoes. He wants new clothing. And so every single penny that I can save is a win-win for us. And the thing about it, what I personally did when I realized that I was having this dehydration, what I wanted to do is change the foods that I was putting into my diet. Now, one of the things I really love doing is juicing, and juicing is so good for you. And especially so the way that I juice is it's vegetables, just pure vegetables. And if I'm going to do a fruit, it's going to be a lemon or a lime or both, and maybe one apple or one orange, only one, because I don't want the glycemic load of the fruits. Okay. So I just want to drink the micronutrients from the juice. And it is so good. But the thing about it is it's such a hassle to clean up. So I will juice probably once a week. And honestly, that is being very, very generous. It's not even been happening lately. But this is my new mission to make that happen. But what I did is I went on to thrivemarket.com and I looked up juicing, juice recipe, or what did I look up? Like green juice. Yes. And there was like a bunch of things that popped up, and I was like, yes, because you can get this stuff in a powder form, and it is just as good of quality as drinking the real juice itself. Now, I am a big fan of, and I always say that it's always best to drink or eat the whole food form. And it is, because you're getting the pure nutrients, and your body has to break it down. So you're getting the double benefit of your metabolism working for you because it's breaking down food, and then the actual ingredients from the food that you're drinking or eating. But here's the thing. You're not always getting as much in one moment as you could be. So I found some supplements for green juice that I am thrilled about, because I've been adding these into my afternoon protein shake. And they're so good. And what I want you guys to do is go on to my YouTube channel as well, so you can see a video. I just did a video today, and I was just talking about the different foods that a fitness model eats, has in their house. And I really just give you a rundown of some of the foods that I eat. And I'm showing you these particular products that I just purchased through thrivemarket.com. You guys, I would love to have you check out Thrive. And here is a special offering from Thrive. So we spoke, and they said, yeah, let's give your audience a good deal. So they have standard prices, you guys, that are already 25 to 50% off, or 50% below retail prices, because they cut out the middleman. But now what they're willing to do is offer my community an extra 25% off your first order. And what they're also going to do for you is give you free shipping and a free 30-day trial. So you can get in and you can go check this out absolutely without the membership fee in the beginning, just to see what you think and what you like. And it's really no loss to you. So here's what I would recommend. I would recommend that you go into your kitchen, you go into your bathroom, and you find all of the things that you're buying at different stores: essential oils, probiotics, ghee, olive oil, soaps, face lotions, things like crackers, potato chips, cookies, stuff to make pancakes and waffles, anything that is non-perishable, so not fresh food, right? You can't get milk, you can't get the fresh vegetables or the fruits, but you absolutely can get everything else, okay? And go through your house, get a list of things, and check out Thrive to see their prices in comparison to what you're paying wherever you get your other ingredients, whether you get them at Whole Foods, whether you get them at Meijer, whether you get them at a local grocery store. Check out thrivemarket.com. And even if you get something at the mall or a specialty shop, check out Thrive and see if they have something comparable, because you guys, these are all the highest quality ingredients. They're non-GMO. There's nothing genetically modified in these. And you're getting things that are BPA free, organic. And it is so important for us to remember that there's a reason this movement has happened with, vegans and paleo people and people who are very, very specific and targeted on the foods that they're feeding themselves. Not only that, but the products you're putting on your body make a huge impact on everything that you are and your total health, because it all goes into either in your mouth or on your skin, and it all impacts you in one way or the other. So one of the things that I went around my house and made a list of everything, and I was looking around and I was like, okay, I can get this on Thrive. And one of the cool things about it is they do show the comparison on the website right there of what you would pay at Whole Foods if you were to be buying that same product at Whole Foods. And because I know there's a lot of skeptics out there, feel free to do a trial on your own. Go to your grocery store the next time. You'll have your list and write the prices down and just do a price comparison. And you guys, this is my intention here today. It's just to help you save money. And thrivemarket.com, they're all about this. They want to help you. They want to make healthy living affordable and organic living affordable. And they want to just be, in my opinion, I think that they can absolutely do such an amazing job in our world, and they already are. Apparently, they were one of the largest growing companies within the first 6 months in the history of the world because of their program, because of what they're doing here. And all of the people who were jumping on board to purchase through here. And what they also started doing is creating their own product lines, which is phenomenal. And I think I could just go on all day, but I'm going to invite you guys to check this out, and feel free to reach out to me and let me know if you have any questions. But in the meantime, get your list together and take it to thrivemarket.com and then /figure fit, because that's how you're going to get this special offering today. And so you got to have that website. It's thrivemarket.com /figure fit. Okay. And it's thrive, I'm thriving in my life. And I know you guys will be thriving too when you are saving money and eating the best quality ingredients. thrivemarket.com /figure fit. So you guys, back onto the subject of dehydration. One of the things that I did want to talk to you about is, okay, how do you know? What is it? So dehydration happens when your body is not getting as much water as it needs. And also a lot of times that has to do with electrolytes and salts. So you could be experiencing mild dehydration or moderate or even severe dehydration. And that's really totally depending on how much fluid is missing from your body. And now here could be some of the causes of fluid that's missing. Water lost from the body is normal. And since we are made up of about 65% water, we need to make sure that we're replenishing our water intake every day. So we lose it when we go to the bathroom. We lose it through sweating. We actually lose it through breathing, believe it or not, through going pee or poop. I did say to the bathroom, but I had to throw in pee and poop. You lose it through tears. You lose it through saliva. Usually you replace the lost liquid by drinking fluids and eating foods that contain water, like apples or like I had watermelon the other day, and I literally was about to choke on the amount of liquid in the watermelon. I'm not used to eating watermelon, and it was so good and so refreshing. And I absolutely loved it. So here's the thing. If you lose too much water, like I was doing, because I was drinking too much coffee, or you don't drink or eat enough, which I was also doing because I was drinking too much coffee and I wasn't drinking the water that I was needing, and I wasn't eating during that window of time because I was fasting. So you can absolutely get dehydrated. And you can lose more water than normal with, like, if you're sick, if you have a fever, if you have diarrhea, if you're vomiting, if you're sweating a lot, so if you're working out a lot. Now, also, some people take water pills, which is crazy, diuretics, which is awful. If you're out there and you're listening to this and you take a diet pill, oh my God, reach out to me and let's get that fixed so you don't ever have to do that again. I want you to look good naked. I want you to walk in front of that mirror and go, damn, I look good. I look good naked. I'm fit. I'm lean and I feel amazing and I know how to do it and I know how to get there. And if I can do it, you guys, anyone can do it. If I can do it, because I had that old story of I'm German. You know, we're bigger people. My family they're big. If you saw my family, oh my gosh, they're big people. They always have been. My grandmother, my aunt, my mom. She's been up and down with her weight. My sister, and you know, it was like one of those things that I was like, that is not going to be my fate. I'm going to work out. I'm going to figure this out so that I don't have to deal with this. And honestly, I did. I figured it all out. The science of the body, the sciences of how to get a lean body it's not hard. I mean, it's out there. It's a matter of doing, right? That's the thing. That's the problem, is the doing of it. You know, there are tweaks. There are things like what I'm talking about now. So I learned that for myself, intermittent fasting and the way that I eat and certain nutritional supplements that I take helped me get crazy lean and have my abs pop. And that's what I teach my clients. And what I don't teach my clients is have a bunch of coffee every day like I was doing and not drink water. So that's definitely not something that I teach my clients. So I, pass this on to you because we all have a tendency to get kind of habitual and get into patterns. And so one of my reasonings for coming on today to talk about this is I want you to look not only at your daily habits around drinking water. What are you drinking? What are you hydrating with? What are you dehydrating with? Alcohol makes you dehydrated. So are you taking uppers in the morning and downers at night? Are you taking uppers to wake you up with caffeine and downers at night when you get off work? Wine, beer, these things are just, they're doing nothing for your mindset. They're bringing you up and they're bringing you down. They're dehydrating you as well. And, the thing about it is, that a lot of that can be fixed with with meditation and really getting crystal clear about what you do want for yourself and how you're taking care of your body. And so for me, like I said earlier, I have a reminder that goes off every month that's like, all right, let's look at your life. Let's look at the habits that you're doing right now and let's see what's working and what's not working and what can we change. And so I realized this isn't working for me. So I needed to add those supplements in that I was talking to you about earlier. So I did get a new green juice that I am using with my protein shake, and it's loaded with tons and tons of greens, the micronutrients from the greens, so vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin C. Some of those ingredients you have to pair with something else. So, like vitamin K needs a different vitamin to intake into the body. I think it's vitamin D or something like that. And I totally forget at this moment in time. But some of the stuff that you take, they need complementary minerals or vitamins to help uptake into your body. Otherwise, it's a waste. And the thing is, I was like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace these afternoon coffees with these amazing nutrient-dense shakes. I'm going to drink a ton more water. And you guys, I feel amazing. I feel so good. I'm not getting the afternoon slump. I have so much energy. I'm actually recording this podcast at 6:54 p.m. and I have so much more to do today. And I feel amazing. And so tonight when I go to sleep, it's going to be a great day. A lot will have gotten done. and I feel good. And that's what matters to me, is just feeling good, because you guys, that gives me inner peace. And I'm sure if you're anything like me, when you don't feel good, you can be crabby. You're probably not really nice to be around. So making sure we take care of our vessel, our body, is so, so important. So, for me, drinking more water. So if you are having any of these symptoms of dehydration, we have to get you drinking more water. Sometimes you don't even realize you're thirsty. Sometimes you have a sick stomach, or you just don't really feel like drinking anything. And so what we need to do is figure out what you do like to drink that's going to be hydrating. I would say stay away from, those sports drinks that have sugar, because that's not good for you, or that have fake sugar. That's not good for you. So we need to get you drinking things that are good for you and that do not have anything that's an additive or a dye, okay, or a fake sugar, okay. Now let's talk about some of the symptoms of dehydration, just so you know, and you can kind of see in your own life. It could be thirst. You could just be thirsty and actually hungry. If you're hungry and you just ate like an hour ago, ask yourself, did I drink water after my meal? So one of the things about drinking water with your food, you want to do it after. You want to drink your water before or after your meal, because you don't need a lot of water. Your stomach needs just the normal acids that it has in your stomach to digest the food. So a lot of people drown their food that they're eating with a bunch of water or pop or soda or something, and that's not good. You don't want to do that. So keep your meals for your food, have a little sips of water, but keep your water for before or after, and maybe like a half an hour to 30 minutes. I would say even 30 to 45 minutes to an hour after, have some water then, to really kind of flush that into your body. All right, so thirst, dry, sticky mouth, hunger, not peeing very much, dark, stinky, yellow pee, dry skin, sunken eyes, muscle cramps, headaches. Those are huge, you guys. And so when I was dehydrated, I had headaches. I was having cramps. It's like dark yellow pee, I guess. That if your urine is dark and it's yellow and it's stinky, you got to go drink water, but it's too late. Your urine needs to be almost clear all of the time. Okay, so here are some signs of severe dehydration. It could be not peeing, or having very dark yellow pee, very dark and stinky, very, very dry skin, feeling dizzy, rapid heart beating, diarrhea, rapid breathing, sunken eyes, sleepiness, lack of energy, confusion, irritability, fainting. And you guys, it is one of the things that I noticed for me is I had headaches, I had muscle cramps, and I did have diarrhea, and I also had confusion. Not like I couldn't find words. Words were not coming out like they normally would. And I was like, that's odd. Why can I not think of this word? It's because I was dehydrated. And the moment everything started to get better, I started to feel normal again. My brain started to feel super clear again. And there's all these hacks that people are trying to do nowadays, like hack your brain with these pills. It'll make you smarter. And although the science and the research behind that is phenomenal, if you're not taking care of your body, the bare bone, essentials of making sure you're having the right nutrients, none of that stuff's going to work for you. You have to make sure that you're healthy. You have to make sure that you're getting the right foods into your body. And I do want to mention this. So symptoms for babies and young children can be a little bit different for adults. So they can, and you might not even know. So for a baby, it could be not going to the bathroom, not having having a dry diaper for hours, sunken eyes, cheeks, a soft spot on the top of the skull for babies, sleepiness or lack of energy, or even simply irritability. This is a scary one. No tears when they're crying. I mean, that would be really bad. Dry mouth, dry tongue, feeling hungry. Usually you're just thirsty. So I really wanted to share this with you all today and just urge you all to kind of take a look at your water intake right now. It's the summer, and I hope that you're all making sure that you're carrying around your bottle of water, filling it up multiple times per day. I set a reminder on my phone to remind me to drink at 9 a.m., to hydrate at 1 p.m., and also at 3 p.m., and I cut off everything around like 8 p.m. So I'll be drinking water a lot. And it is my intention to get at least 75% of my body weight in 1 ounce of water per pound of body weight. And that is when I feel amazing, when I am doing that. And so I would recommend that for you as well. They often say 1/2 for 1 ounce for every, or a 1/2 ounce for every pound. But in like the fitness community, it was always 1 ounce for every pound that you weigh. So for me, that was like 16 glasses of 8-ounce waters a day. And so I was like, all right, I'll just have a bunch of these big 1 liter, things like shaker cups. I'll just have a bunch of these. I'll fill it up all day long and I'll carry it around with me. And that's what I was doing forever and ever and ever until I took those reminders off my phone. But now I'm back and I feel amazing, and I'm doing other key things like with the nutrients that I talked about that I purchased through thrivemarket.com, some of those green drinks. And so if you want to find that out, you can just go to their website and search green juices, and you'll see some of the different ones that they offer. And you can find one for you. I found one that has a chocolate. It's got chlorophyll and it's got chocolate decadence. And then I got another one that was like super greens, and it was like loaded. And so I mixed the two together with another dark chocolate protein powder. And oh my gosh, it's so good. It's just divine. So you guys, that is all I have for you today. Let me know if you loved this podcast. I would love to hear from you. I want to hear your questions. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in a review in iTunes. And I'd love for you to head over to iTunes and give me a 5-star review. If you have yet to review the show, that would mean so much to me. And it would also help us to get even some of the most amazing guests on this show when I do have the guests. I am starting to get really picky on my guests because I want to just make sure that I'm giving you exactly what I want to share with you in this community, because I care about you. I care about your health. And I'm going to be really picky with who I let on this show, and I want to have the best of the best. And so that is going to be done by having an amazing group here, an amazing tribe, and having amazing reviews. So if you have yet to do that, please go out to iTunes and give me a 5-star review. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, I do read them. Okay, so I'll be seeing your comments, and what we're going to be doing, me, my assistant helps me. However, what I'm going to be doing is taking your questions live right here on air, and not really live, but I'm just going to read through your questions. And so if you have questions, go ahead and, you can join the Facebook community online. It's Figure Fit. Just search for that and you'll find that podcast tribe, and you can put your questions there, or you can just put them in the reviews. Okay. So I'd love to get that from you, and then that way I can serve your goals and your needs. All right, guys. So much love to you. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today on the Figure Fit Lifestyle Coaching Podcast. I am incredibly grateful that you stopped by. If you could take just 1 second to share this episode with someone you think would love it and who can use it, I would be so incredibly grateful and honored, and I know that your friends will thank you too. Also, if you feel so moved, we would be incredibly grateful if you could go into iTunes and leave us a rating and a review. Leave us an honest thought, an honest comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you love. Tell us what you need more of. It would really help us out on our journey to help thousands and thousands of people reconnect back to their soul, live a life of health and happiness, and to love the body that they are in. Until then, don't forget that you are so worth your own self-love, self-care, and investment in your body, your goals, and your life. Thank you so much for tuning in today, everybody. Have a great day.